E aí, pessoal? Tudo beleza? Boa noite. Estou de volta mais uma live. Um pouquinho mais tarde, né? Bora jogar o Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Eu joguei um pouquinho, vocês estão vendo na tela aí, né? Eu joguei ontem. E eu vou começar do zero, tá? Porque o jogo, cara, vale a pena. O início dele vale muito a pena. E vou te falar uma coisa, logo de cara, que nem ano passado. No passado eu falei de cara que o Astrobot ia ganhar o GOT do ano, cara. Cara, pra mim isso aqui tem fortes chances. No final do ano. Ele tem um nível de realismo, tem um nível de qualidade visual incrível. É extremamente, muito bem otimizado. Chega a ser surreal. Pô, tem uma ideia, meu processador é um i5, tá? 10ª geração, eu uso meu 1080 Ti. Tá tudo no alto, no ultra alto e tá rodando 80, 90 frames do jogo, gente. Lisinho, não dá uma travada. Tá muito, muito bem otimizado. Chega a ser assim inacreditável. Vocês vão ver como é que roda ele. Começar do zero, gente. Lembrando que o jogo não tem nível de dificuldade, tá? Ele vai ficando difícil conforme você vai jogando. Que é o padrão do jogo anterior também, tá? E ele é um nível de realismo acima do normal, tá, gente? É bom até explicar. Pra quem nunca jogou essa franquia, jogo anterior, e tá alto pra cacete. Vou baixar um pra mim aqui, porque tá muito alto o jogo no meu ouvido, cara. Agora melhorou. E ele tem um nível de realismo, eu diria, sem precedentes. Pera aí rapidinho que eu tenho que medir aqui. Eu sempre faço live medindo minha internet, porque a Claro anda me sacaneando. Pera aí, gente. Por isso fica sem som. Que eu dei Alt Tab aqui pra poder ativar o monitoramento da minha rede. Pronto. Tá, 28 megas por segundo enviando, beleza. Lembrando que eu tô ao vivo no YouTube e no Twitch, tá? E no YouTube a qualidade é bem superior, tá, gente? Porque no YouTube eu envio bem mais bitrate, é bem maior do que o do Twitch, tá? Então a qualidade é bem melhor no YouTube, tá, gente? Pra avisar. Em relação ao realismo, vocês vão ver daqui a pouquinho, vai aparecer. Tanto pra dar um tiro com uma besta, por exemplo, uma flechada, quanto pra lutar com uma espada, por exemplo. Tu tem ângulos de defesa, tipo a defesa e ataque. É bem legal, cara, é bem bacana. Já comecei tomando esporro já.
Will you come to anoint us before we die? We'll get anointed after the battles are hands.
As cutscenes do jogo, tá, gente? Começa aí, por exemplo, roda a 30 frames, tá, gente? Não consegui mudar isso. A do jogo em si passa de 80. Cara, essa CryEngine aqui é muito boa, cara. Eu vou te falar, cara, eu acho ela melhor do que o Unreal Engine 5, cara. É muito mais otimizada. E esse aqui usa a última versão do CryEngine, gente. Por isso que ela é extremamente bem feita e é leve. Se fosse o Unreal Engine 5, cara, isso aqui ia rodar muito mal. Só PC top de linha.
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
Começar. Como falei, é tudo muito realista, tá, gente? Tudo. Desde você andando, fazendo qualquer tipo de... enterrando corpo de cadáver. Cara, tudo fazendo tudo no jogo. Atirando com isso aí, com a besta. Ou com um arco, ou com o tronco-espada. É tudo... muito simulador, cara. Até a parábola que faz o arco, né? Então se for na cabeça, não vai não, cara. Tem que ser um pouquinho mais abaixo. Porra, tem que bater em mim. Não, cara, não foi atirar aqui, não. Esses mosquetes que eles usam, cara. Você tem o cara. Esses mosquetes que eles usam, sai faísca, as fagulhas, cara. Eu falei, é tudo muito detalhado, gente. Tem mais um. Vai entrar uma galera ali. Pô, passou entre dois caras a flecha. Que sacanagem. Desceu. Olha os mosquetes, cara, os antigos mosquetes, cara, muito da hora. Tem que botar pólvora na... Vem passar por ali, né? Não foi eu não, alguém tirou alguma coisa ali que incendiou tudo.
Get ready for another attack! This won't stop them! That's it! Godwin! You're your side!
Beleza, consegui, cara. A espada. Cara, esse início eu achei fenomenal. Vocês vão ver, até começar o jogo em si. Vamos ver o que vai acontecer, cara. Achei muito legal. É algo que te prende, sabe? Te faz querer jogar. É bem típico de série, de filme. Aqui não, minha filha. Subir aqui não. Rascada. Subir aqui não. O cara morreu rapidinho ali, né? Porque não tinha defesa, né, cara? Não, porque tava subindo, eu dei uma espadada nele lá.
Don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking you, Vat. Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Mas tretado. O jogo vai começar, tá, gente? Eu sugiro assistir esse início, porque dá vontade de ficar assistindo ou jogando o tempo todo, porque, cara, o início achei muito da hora. Pra quem chegou agora, eu comecei agora nesse combate aí. Coisa rapidinha, no finalzinho dele. Aí vou voltar uns anos atrás. É bem da hora. Cara, a trilha sonora é perfeita, gente. É muito da hora a trilha sonora. Cara, o jogo tem tudo pra ser GOT no final do ano, gente. Eu não achei nenhuma falha nele até agora. Nem de performance, nem de queda de frame, nem de bug, nada, cara. Tudo é incrível. O gráfico, o gameplay, o áudio, as músicas, tudo é perfeito. Vamos dizer que é 100% perfeito. O único problema que eu vi, não problema, né? É questão de gosto. Essas cutscenes aí que eu tô passando agora, ela roda em 30 frames. Não tem como mudar isso, cara. Tanto console quanto PC, cara. Então você jogando é melhor que a cutscene. Que roda 80 frames aqui jogando, tudo no máximo.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, you rat!
that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does that actually mean?
Audentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be
Tá
such
muito
a
baixo,
stick in the
gente.
mud. Not you glad to be finally out of that
que não, né?
hellhole, where we can finally enjoy some adventure, see a bit of the world, meet new women, and
Aliás, tem uma parte aí das garotas aí que eu acho que eu
But you
achei,
promise your
achei
Highness will
engraçado,
be as
cara.
good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety.
Cara, tudo safadinho. Vocês vão ver, é logo no começo aí.
So I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir. Trotsky.
Cara, tudo no jogo é muito épico. Parece uma série da HBO, assim, sabe?
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money.
Agora vai começar. Tudo isso aí é introdução ainda, tá, gente? Dá falta uma parte ainda da introdução, tá? Aí começa o jogo. Começa de fato a história do jogo, né?
Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanners take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Why? He must trust you not to botch it up. Otherwise, he wouldn't send you as his envoy.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
Beleza.
So do I. How is
Eu
that?
também.
Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat. See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oaks. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Nick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
Fazer um acampamento aí na frente.
Sir.
Should we get ready for a fight?
É interessante que ele vai mudar o personagem
Von Bergov's
agora.
cards, they're from Trotsky.
E você molda o personagem em tempo real jogando. Eu vou entender o que eu tô falando. Eu acho interessante também esse esquema de criar personagem.
Chance against them. Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Leipa.
Vai ter uma armadilha, não parece?
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Leipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Leipa is on the side of King Wenceslas,
Well,
while my master is a member of the League of Lords,
Sigismundo.
King Sigismund.
Chega só desse nome.
So it would appear we are enemies.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
Tá, agora sou eu. Eu sou um soldado, conselheiro ou um batedor da companhia. Começa a moldar o personagem. Soldado gosta de ter uma arma na mão e usar armadura forte. Também é famoso por seu temperamento explosivo. Conselheiro e prefere resolver as coisas usando seu conhecimento, língua afiada e palavras gentis. E batedor gosta de se esconder nas sombras. Resolver tarefas silenciosamente sem ser detectado. Essa não é a minha praia, sei lá. Então, essa escolha aqui vai dar ponto de experiência para um tipo de característica, tá? Cara, soldado, a porradaria, vai.
I'm a soldier and Lord Capon's bodyguard. My job is to defend him with my life.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that
Minhas
King
habilidades mentais. Deixa eu baixar.
Sigismund's human forces plundered?
And slow.
Vou baixar minha câmera ali, gente. Porque tá bem em cima do negócio. Deixa do lado aqui. Ele fica bem em cima do negócio que aparece aqui.
To everyone. Even so, I'm not going to trust you as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
Tá, persuasão. Bom, como emissário, vemos oferecer uma aliança. Por acaso temos cara de bandido para você? Como soldados, podemos ajudar os bandidos. Ajudar com os bandidos, não os bandidos. Ao escolher eloquência, você tentará resolver a situação usando suas habilidades diplomáticas. É esse aqui, a primeira. Aparência nobre, isso influi no jogo, tá? A tua roupa... É que eu assumi meu chat. A roupa do personagem influi no jogo, tá? Como as pessoas te tratam. Isso é interessante, cara. Se estiver sempre bem vestido, as pessoas vão acreditar mais em você. Aparecer sempre uma pessoa nobre e tal, assim. Instruída, essas coisas. É isso aqui. E o terceiro é como cavalheirismo. Vou botar o segundo, cara.
Take a good look at us. Do we really look like bandits to you?
I'm still not sure whether I should trust you.
You don't have to trust us. As long as Lord von Berghoff does when we see him. An entire company in rat-eye livery. A sealed message. I think he'll understand at first sight who's standing before him. The way I see it, ensuring safe passage to the castle for Sir Hans Capon of Leipa and his entourage should be in your interest. So?
You can be assured that I respect your
Êxito.
position, gentlemen. All right.
Tô bom de lábia, né? Pelo menos isso. Beleza.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. you'd best camp until daybreak.
É, vamos ter que fazer
I'll take your
acampamento.
point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up.
Nosso planejador.
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night.
Pois é. Arma a barraca aí.
Inviting, and we've got wine enough.
O lugar é bom de acampar, tem um lago ali.
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them. Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
Beleza. O cachorro tá latindo a beça. Cadê ele? É comida? Calma, né?
Henry! Whistle at that mutt of yours to stop barking!
Come on, Conrad.
Come here!
What?
What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get
How
for
many
you.
times do I have to tell you? I
Tá.
ain't playing with you. Why not?
Tá aí uma coisa que eu não achei. Comida pro cachorro, cara. Quando eu joguei essa parte aqui.
Oh? And how come you
Aqui tem
always
pão,
win then, eh?
mas não serve pro cachorro
That's
isso.
an easy one. I always win, because you always lose.
Ha ha. Very droll.
Seriously though, Conrad, my old mate.
Tem comida pro cachorro. Eu não achei, gente. Esse aqui vai me treinar um pouquinho.
Come here.
Vamos treinar espadachim um pouquinho, mas eu quero comida pro cachorro.
One little game, eh?
Leave me alone. I know you only too well. It's all one little game. One little game. And then you go and take my last groschen.
Ah, deu uma bugada ali. Dado viciado.
This is boring. Why don't we carry on to the foothill of Trotsky? They must have a tavern there. A fellow could have a game there.
Give
Eu
over.
vi que esse cara rouba nos
Tankard.
dados, né?
There'll be time enough for the tavern after we deliver the letter.
Nossa. Pãozinho. Só que não tem comida pra ele, cara. Não tem, tá vazio.
Mutt, come here.
Achei mó da hora esse cachorro.
Tankard, stop with that. Your whistling is getting on my fucking nerves the whole way. Leave it off this evening at least.
Jesus.
Peraí, vem cá. Comportamento livre.
Free.
Vai embora.
Henry. Oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
Tankard,
Eu dei um jeito.
I got the feeling you'd lost your tongue.
Just for a moment. But true enough. That bastard surprised me a bit.
Well, that's what I'm here for. To deal with that kind of stuff.
And I must say, that was pretty good for your first action as leader of my bodyguard. Let's see if you keep it up. But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologized to us. If Hanush had seen it, maybe he'd finally stop treating me like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my arse. And by the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting marks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Mundo jogador, eu conheço. Pá. Esse capacete aqui, não. Cadê? Esse aqui. Eu tenho que botar a coifa antes, cara. O nível de realismo, até nisso aqui é impressionante, cara. Eu tenho que botar uma gola de armadura, botar uma coifa, que é um acolchoado na tua cabeça, aí bota o capacete, cara. Senão dá ferida, machucar, entendeu? E, na verdade é assim que funciona. Na época antiga lá. Acho que era botar na cabeça direto. Não, tem uma acolchoada por dentro ainda. Beleza, bora. Já estou. O que eu ganhei? Tá dando drop do jogo, gente? Pega uma coisa ali em cima do Twitch.
So, shall we start?
Did you deal with that dog of yours? I wouldn't want him gobbling up our supper while we're training.
Tá, mas onde tá a comida pro cachorro, cara? Eu não achei.
Right. Hang on a while.
Onde tem comida pro cachorro? Vou dar essa espada aqui. Comida pro meu cachorro?
Would you have some scraps for a mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Putz. Pelo que eu trocaria essa linguiça?
Wouldn't you swap it for something?
I might. Tankard has my ring. I lost it to him at dice, and if I go home without it, my old
Ah, tem
woman
dado
will
viciado lá
send me right
no
back.
baú.
If you can get it
Eu que vou
back,
roubar
I'll
agora
be
no
glad
jogo.
to give you that sausage.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Beleza. Vamos jogar dados. Aqui eu achei um dado viciado aqui dentro, esse baú aqui. Será que vai dar alguma merda? Tipo, o cara vai descobrir. E aí, caneca? Que tal jogar uns dadinhos pelo
I
anel?
see you've got dice set up.
Ei, Cross.
Want a game?
Sure. How's about spicing it up with a little wager?
I heard you won a ring off Oates. What about that?
Fortune favours the brave, lad. But if you lose, you'll
Tu
pay
viu?
for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky. All right?
Ah, tu viu a lista? É que a gente vazou semana passada lá, cara. Eu ia botar no grupo lá na semana passada, eu esqueci de botar, cara. Hoje, por acaso, tá vendo no meu WhatsApp e eu lembrei dela. Que mandaram a lista dos influencers lá que vazou. Tem cada comentário muito doido lá, né?
Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones.
Eu jogo isso aqui, cara. Pô, já tem. Eu tô viciado. Pô, é pra segurar os outros, cara. Tem que aprender a jogar, né? Eu não sei jogar essa porra, não. É pra segurar 5 ali, né? Agora entendi.
Well,
Pelo
you're not
contrário.
afraid of anything.
É, tu viu? Cara, hoje em dia, se você abrir o Instagram, cara, 99,9% ali é tudo pago. Até fotinho de biquíni que a mulher bota lá na praia ou na viagem. Tudo é, cara, é tudo falso aquelas porra. Pra tu ver, né?
That's enough for me. Your turn.
Eu só vi uma pessoa de videogame, de jogo lá, que é o rato borrachudo, né? Só tem ele. Viu? E também não falava tão bem não, cara. Só tem ele na lista que é de vinculado a jogos, videogame, essas coisas.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know?
Gente, não se joga essa aqui não, tá? Só pra avisar.
No, that's as far as I go.
Tá parecendo poker, né? Tipo, jogos de poker.
Well, this'll be a quick game.
Sequência de poker, né? Verdade. Um street flash ali. Apareceu antes. Mas é sequência. Precisa precisar de um 4 ali. Mas... Tá vendo? Tem um trio.
Ha!
E dois coisas.
Ah! My lucky dice never fail.
Eu perdi.
It's mine, friend. Tomorrow, we'll drink on Henry's coin.
That's just great.
You can never have too much ale. Want to try your luck again? Same wager.
All right, let's
Eu quero
carry on.
entender como é que eu jogo isso aqui, gente. Que eu tenho que ganhar
Now
do
I'll
cara.
show you.
Não precisa ganhar, né, gente? Vai impedir de jogar, continuar outras missões, mas... Pô, queria dar comida pro cachorro, né?
We'll see whose side luck is on today.
Deixa eu ver aqui, mano. Como é que joga essa porra? Peraí. Olhando os dados, não do jogo. Cada dado dá ponto, é isso? Ah, tipo Pokémon mesmo, ó. Ah, trio, quadra, quina. Essa porra mesmo. E sequência. Beleza. Dado viciado o que, cara? Vai dar sempre o 6 aí também? Que vale o 6 ou que tá um 5 ali? Tem que contar.
If I was you, I'd take it.
Ainda não entendi não, cara. Olha lá, cachorro, morde aí lá, vai. Não, foi o que fiz não, tá?
Yeah.
Seu cara lá jogando.
My God.
Não consigo fazer um ponto sequer nesse troço, cara. Tá, segurar, peraí. que dá ser mantido o 5 ali, cara? Eu queria entender isso. É que tem uma sequência ali, né, cara? 3, 4, 5, 6. Tá. Tá, tem valores de pontos. Já tá sequência, vai. Mas não passa lá. Não dá pra jogar agora. Olha lá, não dá pra jogar, tá vendo? Não dá opção de jogar. Também não dá. Agora dá opção de jogar. Tem que marcar um dado só. Aqui não dá. O 5 dá. Tá, mas e aí? É isso que eu não entendi, cara. Ah, você pode marcar o 5 pra continuar jogando. Pontuar e jogar. Tá, e aí? Tu já viu tudo, cara? Tem gente pra cacete, cara. Tem página pra dedéu, cara. Cinco ali. Acho que eu tenho que salvar um dado por vez, é isso? Não dá pra segurar ninguém? Não. Não dá. Passar. E aí, 12, beleza?
Here.
Ah, jogo muito confuso, gente. Pior que quando eu aprender, eu falo, porra, tão simples.
There, that'll do.
Até agora eu não entendi, cara. Juro pra vocês. Eu achava que fazia sequência tipo poker, né? Mas não é não, cara. Tudo é o cara jogando. Já perdi de novo.
That's enough for me. Your turn.
850 o cara fez, que ponto. Pô, já tá pronto aqui a parada. Mas não pode, olha lá. Ah, não dá pra jogar. Porra, isso que eu não entendo, cara. É um por vez que tem que salvar? Só que é um por vez, cara. Dá pra salvar mais de um. Ué. Tem 3 uns ali, né? Eu não conheço ele pessoalmente, cara. Eu sei quem é.
As I go.
Eu não conheço, cara. Uma coisa que eu sei é que tem gente que não gosta dele, cara. Mas... tem uma coisa de errado com ele, eu não sei, cara. Eu acho que... não sei dizer. Vou perder, vai chegar 1500 ali.
That's still all right.
Ai,
It'd be
não-
worse if you already had
Eu não
3
faço ponto
ones.
nenhum, cara. Desisto desse jogo, gente. Desisto. Desisto.
Wonderful. Ha-ha! My lucky dice never fail.
Meu
It's
cachorro vai ficar
mine,
sem
friend.
comida hoje.
Tomorrow,
Vamos
we'll
lutar lá no
drink
esgrima
on
e vamos
Henry's
continuar
coin.
jogando. O jogo não começou ainda não, tá, gente? Isso aqui é só a abertura,
Never
tá?
have too much ale. Wanna
Quando
try
começar o
your
jogo
luck
que fica da
again?
hora.
Same wager.
Vocês vão ver já já. Não quero,
Não.
cansei. O cara tá roubando.
That's enough humiliation from me.
Acho que ele tá roubando, cara. Sai, tá muito lá, muito. Tá roubando de mim aí. Bora. Cadê o cachorro? Ô, Tó, vai ficar sem comida hoje, tá? Desculpa. Não tem comida pra tu não.
Look what I have for you.
Ah, que pena. Vai lá, passear. Vai passear aí, vai. Vou voltar aqui. Beleza, bora.
Can we start with the sword play?
You've got your armor. Good.
Esse aqui vai ser mesmo, idoso. O jogo é perfeito em tudo, cara.
I wouldn't want him gobbling up our supper.
Extremamente bem otimizado, ele é lindo. Eu joguei ontem, eu ia fazer live dele ontem, cara. Eu joguei ontem mais 3 horas de jogo, cara. Mas aí eu parei de jogar. E agora eu comecei do zero na live, né? Vai ter até 2 saves. Não pode esperar, vamos à
Don't
luta.
worry. Oates is cooking up that gruel again. Well, not even a dog.
Essa abertura do jogo é maravilhosa, cara.
You were such a
Essa abertura é
gourmet.
muito da hora.
All right, let's go.
Acho que acertar ela na mão, cara.
Sword play will give you an appetite.
A abertura é tão boa, cara, que você fica instigado a querer jogar, ver o que vai acontecer.
Draw your sword.
Hang on. This time, I'll take the lead.
I ju-
Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Eu tô defendendo da direção que o cara vai atacar você,
Pretty
cara.
winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard.
Hein?
What are you doing? Cover! That's the way. Defend yourself properly. Good. Cover, for Christ's
Aí,
sake.
ele fica parado. É que eu tô andando junto, ele muda a guarda, cara.
Good.
Vem, vem.
Nice. Defend yourself properly. Nice.
That's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Nice, Henry.
Vem. Só vir, só vir.
You're doing great, Henry. Back four. Nice. But what about a riposte?
Defender é mais fácil que atacar.
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike.
Só
I'll
vir.
show you.
Get ready. Sweet. Nice. Well, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then. Too slow. Nice. Nice. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How
Gosto.
about 100 groschen?
Se quiser, posto mais.
100? How about 200? Are you feeling confident or not?
Fine, 200. On guard.
Anga.
Off to a good start. Oh, you haven't got a hope.
A bistamina, cara. É.
Put up a fight at least.
Pô, o cara defende bem.
Put up a
Engraçado.
fight at least.
Come on, Henry.
That one hit the spot.
Go, fellas, go!
Desiste, cara. Anda logo.
All square again. Well done.
I've got you!
Ow! Kurva! I yield! Enough!
Desistiu?
Fuck's sake, you're unstoppable! Oh, you won the bet, fair and square. I'll settle with
Passa a
you when we
grana.
get to Trotsky. Now let's go and eat. That swordplay gave me quite an appetite.
Beleza.
So who won, gentlemen?
It seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
Uma coisa aqui, gente. Rapidinho. Tá tendo drops do jogo, né? Olha que eu vi aqui, cara. Tô qualificado para receber a Roxy, o Rock, sei lá. Até 18 de fevereiro para resgatar. Tem drops aí no jogo, hein? Pra quem tiver o jogo aí. Também venci.
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
O jogo não começou ainda, hein?
Unbelievably lucky.
O jogo de a
Beating me
parte.
after just one day of training.
O jogo assim em si, né?
True.
Tudo isso aqui é
I wasn't in
introdução.
my best form that day.
Vai acontecer uma paradinha aí começa o jogo. Eles vão ver já já.
What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies? Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
É, separei vocês. Não, tive que arrastar você.
And I had to drag you out of that tavern before everyone pounced on us.
And he had his work cut out. You wasn't having it much.
Now, if you was able to court the lasses like me, maybe she wouldn't have started screeching.
I can't say I'm surprised. Just imagine it, fellas. You're a fair maiden. Your lovely locks falling on your shoulders. No thought of wickedness. And then
Cara, idoso, mas, cara, é realmente um simulador.
crooked
Isso é verdade. Porque é extremamente simulador o jogo.
Where's
Pra
the
tudo,
skin,
cara.
oh my pretty?
Desde enterrar corpo dos caras que morrem, tem que fazer tudo, entendeu? É bem realista.
I've got
Então é um simulador, não é só um RPG, entendeu? De mundo
the
aberto.
whole world turns around.
Agora, cara, pelo tamanho do jogo e tudo, cara, o valor vale, tá?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Tem muita coisa pra fazer.
She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And
Isso até onde eu joguei, né?
is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
Ela é minha amada, vai.
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Ah, don't be such a monk. Out with it.
Não, isso foi
Ah,
bastante.
forget it, you horny goat.
Bode tarado.
This discussion is over.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye.
Cara, o detalhe das roupas é impressionante, gente. Das armaduras.
Where were you?
Tem até couro desgastado, as falhas em costura. É muito bem feito.
Watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
Isso aqui é pro cachorro. Não, cachorro, pra mim, quer dizer. Aqui eu fico mais. Eu fico melhor no adestramento, melhor na furtividade, melhor na sobrevivência, melhor na erudição. Sobrevivência. Aliás, o jogo também tem um toque de sobrevivência, tá, gente?
In the camp, with you lot. It was Conrad's turn to gather wood, and I wasn't hungry yet. So I stretched out for a bit by the horses.
Oh, yeah?
Cara, o idoso, o primeiro jogo demorou 3 anos pra entrar em promoção, sabia?
It was getting dark. I reckon he just
Tem uma
overlooked
ideia.
me.
You gave me a knack.
Isso aqui vai estar em promoção 2026.
Came out of the dark.
Meio do final do ano pra lá.
You're as quiet as a mouse, and that's the truth.
Promoção boa, né, cara? Porque baixar 10% já tá porra nenhuma, né?
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
É, isso aqui demanda tempo, cara.
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court.
E bota
That's
tempo
why we're
nisso,
gonna
tá?
negotiate an
O jogo é
alliance.
gigante.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the Royal Chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords. And that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords.
Pra chegar nesse aqui, cara, que ele é muito. É levíssimo o jogo, cara.
Them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
Esse aqui é muito leve o jogo. Eu fiquei surpreso a ver essa qualidade dele,
It
cara.
ain't nothing easy to learn.
Eu jurava que não ia rodar no computador, sabia? De que pareça. Agora, o que é a minha especialidade? Isso aqui eu tô mudando o personagem ainda, tá, gente? É uma maneira interessante de criar o personagem. Pontaria, me viro desarmado, arma pesada ou espada, cara? Eu acho espada, né?
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
I get it. It was just
Ah,
a
subi
train-
nível de espada
Pardon me.
e nível de guerra.
Swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Istvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
And that sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won. So Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning.
Um jogão, o Hogwarts, sabia? Achei da hora. Joguei bastante, fiz muita live dele.
I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Vamos dormir. Descansar.
Let's go.
Amanhã é um longo dia.
Henry,
Vamos nos pelar.
Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really
Vai
going
ficar
to bed
peladinho.
here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some
Vamos
wine.
ficar tudo de ceroula.
Blood.
you know, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir.
Cara, até pra tirar armadura é
Duty
realista,
first,
cara.
Fun later.
God's wounds.
I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little.
Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Tá quente essa água aí. Quer dizer, isso aqui é água, né? Água que passarinho não bebe. Mais provável.
Oh, Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on. Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
Realmente encolhe o saco. É verdade. Água gelada.
What's the matter?
Mulheres.
Females!
Lá os tarados, ó.
Let's go to the...
Sir Hans!
Oh, shut up and let's go! But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans!
Vai começar já já o jogo mesmo, hein, gente? Aí fica parada, vai ficar sinistro.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Follow me.
Vai, vai, vai.
Carefully. No sudden moves. Don't give us
O
away.
fone tá horrível.
Hear that singing? They must be close.
A musiquinha elas cantando.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
Vai ficar em pé, deu um pulo. A mulher ali.
Shit! One of them is doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it! Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
Beleza.
What are you doing? We'll go even closer, but carefully.
A musiquinha elas cantando. Da hora. Gente, presta atenção agora, hein?
Henry, I told you to...
We've got to do something. Stay down, for fuck's sake.
Os caras mataram todo mundo, todos os amigos deles no acampamento. Bandidos. Mataram até os cavalos.
Fuck. A letter. Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Hey!
What the fuck are you doing?
Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them!
Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on, run!
Catch them! Enough, I said!
What the fuck? She's mine!
Esse cara ia ser o chefe dos bandidos.
What are you gaping at? Shoot!
Caralho.
Well, don't just stand there, you idiot! After them! Along the bank!
Christ!
Achei que fosse tirar da mulher, cara.
Just now! Fucking armor!
Parece que sim, Dozo. Mas tu vai ver como é que vai acontecer. Cara, é bem legal, cara. Eu percebi que ele mistura até um toque de sobrevivência no jogo. É bem legal.
Oh, Mott.
What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you call...
Tá com uma flecha ali, ó. Vai morrer.
Oh, you've been hit.
What?
Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait!
Pô, se puxar é pior, cara. A casa da flecha é que nem um anzol. Tem que quebrar.
We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'll manage. I'd lead the way.
Quem tá flechado sou eu, na verdade, né?
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
Os caras não tem nada, cara. Só tem a cueca. Só tem a cerola. Mais nada. Nada de nada mesmo, literalmente.
We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up.
Achei um negócio aqui. Olha ali em cima do radar ali em cima. Olha aquela lebre andando com uma lupa, cara. É que eu tô sendo procurado. Achei da hora esses desenhos assim. Tem uma lebre andando ali, bem no meio da tela em cima.
There's someone in front of us. Down.
Tem gente aí?
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around.
Matar sem enrolação.
You, watch the middle of the gorge. And keep your eyes peeled, right? You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks. And you, go to the pond. If they didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond, I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report.
Sacre.
Footprint.
He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Do you honestly think they could
Get
swim
to
on
work.
the fucking way across?
Shut up,
Eita.
or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here.
Bora.
That skirmish on the other side.
Stumbling about in the pitch black, when all your torch does is blind you.
Leave it out. Catching some naked men at the fort is better than getting killed in this skirmish.
Maybe. But I still can't see a bloody thing.
We'll fuck shoot them in and get a nice reward.
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly.
Bora.
There's more of them up top.
Vamos buscar aí em cima.
Fuck.
Cara, os efeitos do jogo são maravilhosos, cara. Efeito de partícula, poeira, aquelas fagulhas de tocha. Quando dá tiro de mosquete, sai fumaça com um pedaço de vestir de pólvora no ar quando atira. É bem da hora, cara. É bem realista.
Run, quick.
Bora, bora, bora. A galera ali.
Fuck, they're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks.
Catch those naked bastards. Kurva! They're fleeing into the rock. Hurry!
Vai, vai, vai.
On around! We'll catch them at the top.
Cansado, cara?
What now?
O cara tá ali embaixo. Aí por cima. Porque não tem passagem.
They're
Shit!
here!
Take cover!
Run ahead of them!
Porra.
Where now?
Sebo nas canelas.
Sake.
Coisa bem antiga, né? Sebo nas canelas. Coisa minha avó isso aí.
Here!
E agora?
Damn it, they're everywhere!
What are we gonna do?
How should I know?
Fugir.
Go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit?
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
Tô esperto, né? É pra cá mesmo?
There's a path, but through fissures. Oh, there's no other way
Uma
to go.
escuridão,
anyway.
cara.
Hans won't be too happy when I tell him.
Cara, acho que tá pra cá, não. Mas não tem ninguém aqui, né? Vamos lá falar com o cara. Eu tô sangrando, gente, que tá marcando ali, ó. Olha o sangue na tela já. Tô bem machucado. Fiz vagalume aqui. Vou ficar perdido nesse labirinto, hein? Eita porra, vou ficar perdido nesse labirinto. Falei que ia ficar perdido. Porra, cadê o cara? Não tava aqui?
But you shouldn't have jumped down in the dark. You keep watch here, and I'll go and push through. Give me a shout if you see them. Aye. When the others get here, we'll move in from both.
Ele tava ali, né, cara, meu amigo?
Someone after me too. Got it.
Eita porra, tá indo pra cá.
Hans! Hey, Hans!
Ô, desgraça.
Where is he?
Corre.
This looks like a way out.
Ah, vou descer aqui, cara.
Here. Oh.
Porra, eu tava aqui já, meu filho. Sacanagem, fez eu voltar à
I
toa.
managed to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen, and I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
Esse aí.
You're a dead man!
Die!
Isso é meu cachorro. Já era. E agora?
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
Se não me engano, essas partes aí é do primeiro jogo.
Job.
E lembrando do primeiro jogo.
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders.
Pa.
Ah, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are.
Am I dead?
Not yet. I'm dead, though.
If I'm not, then how come?
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done.
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk.
Alto pra caramba.
That fella landed with you. You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all...
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up. How are you holding up?
Bem escuro. Nada mal.
It's not so bad.
All right. That'll have to do for now. As long as you're able to talk. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
Cavaleiros.
Horseman. Faster.
I'm doing what I can, pal. Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
Ele tá quase desmaiando, né? Caso eu, né?
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck.
What's the matter?
Humans. They're slaughtering everyone. They'll kill us.
Christ, Henry, stop yelling and move your ass.
Bianca.
Come on.
Cara, esses efeitos de transição são maravilhosos, cara. É tudo em tempo real, cara. Muda o cenário totalmente de um para outro. Instantâneo.
Father?
Listen to me, Hal. Listen carefully.
Vai.
Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else.
E lembrando que o jogo é obrigatório jogar no SSD, tá, gente?
Are you
My
mad?
mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No! You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to Sir Roger.
Christ's sake.
Anything happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on.
He knows me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus.
Não podemos correr.
Can't run away.
Henry, pull yourself together.
Kill them.
Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Oh, run. No.
Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
Run.
We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
Pai e a mãe dele, mortos.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa. Dead. They're all dead.
But we aren't yet. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
Tudo isso aí ele pensando, tá, gente? Ele tá desmaiado. Quase morreu. Hora da morte. Ele tá pensando isso aí.
Hold on. Hold on. We're here. We're here.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents.
There. That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed, but don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think again, Scott!
Hey, lad. Are you alive, lad?
Isso é do primeiro jogo, né?
Henry de Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Aquele cara que matou a família dele. Careca.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
Que era amigo dele. Ele descobriu sua cama. Aí vai ser minha cama.
What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna and collapsed on the floor.
Vai ajudar o Hans?
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you?
Isso aí é tipo uma curandeira. Já achei pior.
I've had worse. My shoulders stings a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So, I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that.
Estancar o sangramento.
But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself.
Não quer que eu me lave, né? Cheio de sangue também, né?
Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you.
Tem pão com queijo lá
Some
fora.
of our
Beleza.
home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't
Tem uma
overdo it,
cachaçinha, né?
I won't.
Básica.
Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushena's my name.
Bozena.
And I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Queda grave. O que aconteceu? Perdi todos os meus pontos. Vocês viram que eu comecei com level 18, 17, por aí, né? 19, meus níveis, né? Perdi tudo. Quase tudo. Level 1, 2. Tá dura. Tronco. 50%, 100%. Beleza. Agora começa o jogo, gente. Tem alguma coisa aqui. É da panela mesmo.
Aye. True bliss is a full belly.
Lá fora acho que tem uma tigela, um copo, uma coisa assim. Olha com ela aqui.
There's a water trough in
Tá,
front
tem
of
que me
the
lavar
hut.
antes.
Have a wash there, so you're fit to face the world.
O bandido tá aqui, ó. Tô cheio de mosca já. Um lugar bonito, gente. Que da hora esse jogo. Lá embaixo tem um rio enorme, aqui tem um riacho pequenininho na frente. É da hora isso aqui. Por enquanto aqui fica sendo minha base, né? Vamos lavar aqui primeiro.
I feel like a new man.
Tá, deixa eu falar com ela aqui.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it.
Tem que botar a roupa, né? Ela falou, né?
I had
Tá no
to pour a
inventário.
whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call
Leite?
medicine.
O que é leite?
It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with
Baixar a
that
febre antes.
fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction.
Decocção de
Luckily,
camomila.
it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for
Sálvia
it.
fresca
And,
e
of course,
camomila.
chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Como vou reconhecer as ervas?
Right. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't
É,
feel
tem
right
cadáver no
being here
quintal.
with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Não, dou conta.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Beleza. O jogo, pra quem não percebeu, o jogo não tem quase informações na tela, né? Um pouquinho, né? Tem um mapa, que é isso aqui. Não ajuda muito, porque não é muito detalhado, né? É por região. Mesmo que você dê um zoom. Ó. Não é muita coisa, não. Então, cara, eu lembro que eu joguei a primeira vez ontem. Ontem que eu joguei. Eu demorei a achar a pá nisso aqui, cara. Olhei todo canto, não achei, que eu vi que a pá tava aqui, ó. O jogo não tem um botão, apertar um botão e aparecer tudo na tela. Não tem não, cara. Então tem que se virar mesmo. E pra achar o riacho também. Porque eu sei onde tá agora, né? Porque eu andei aqui, andei. Aí eu fui pra lá. Lá no final tem um rio enorme. Uma lagoa gigantesca, tá lá embaixo. Eu achei que era lá. Jogava o corpo no chão, pega o corpo. No chão, pega o corpo, da hora. Aí descobri que é aqui o riacho. Aqui tem não é um riacho, é um córrego. Se a tradução fosse um córrego, acho que era mais fácil de achar, cara. Aqui tem um córrego. Eu descobri seguindo a água. Aí depois que eu fui entender que a marcação que tem que seguir é lá em cima na bússola. Eu vi que não tem missão na tela. Você tem que chegar aqui, ver o diário. Tá vendo? Tem uma letra. Então é a letra I. Só seguir a bússola. Ela tem que enterrar aqui o corpo.
Ah, shit! My shoulder.
Vou botar o cara aqui.
Bastard's hard work. You can't be in the ground
começa a
soon
cavar.
enough.
São pequenos detalhes, cara, que o jogo é muito realista, cara. Então isso é mais difícil, cara. Não tem nada meio automatizado aqui, sabe? Urtiga. Pra coçar, né? Urtiga coça. O porco se rolando na lama, cara. O porco faz isso mesmo, pra quem não sabe. Ela falou que lá em cima, seguindo a casa, tem umas paradinhas lá, né? Deixa eu lavar aqui. Eu podia pra lavar, né? Ficar com cheiro de morte. Beleza. Vamos lá em cima. Pouco tem uma área grande aqui, né?
Damn, my shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Cheguei a estradinha, vai chegar numa área grande. As ervas estão aqui. Tem um cervo ali. O que é isso aqui? Salve.
Purple flower. Sage. There we go.
Tem mais. Pegar muito salve, pegar o máximo possível, né? Tem um monte aqui, vamos aproveitar. Precisa de camomila. Lembrando que ganha ponto de sobrevivência, cara. Eu falei, o jogo tem um toque de sobrevivência, gente. Tem umas coisas aqui meio indígenas, meio sei lá. Tem que ser isso aqui? Camomila.
That's it. Chamomile.
Ah, vamos pegar mais.
I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Camomila aqui. Tem de camomila aqui, gente. Isso é bom fazer remédio, cara. Vamos pegar essa porra toda. Eu tô aqui, né? Tem mais salve aqui. Pronto. O que é isso aqui? Dente de leão. Erva é sempre bom. Camomila. Beleza. Cara, eu tô com... Peraí. Eu lembrei que eu tô sem a roupa que ela me deu, cara. Agora eu botei.
A bit longer without food and I'll really start to be grumpy.
Urtiga. É. Isso coça, não coça? Bora. Cara, o jogo é maravilhoso visualmente, gente. Porra, sacanagem não. Chega a ser inacreditável que roda tão liso no PC, cara. Tudo máximo de qualidade.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's? We should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
Two of them fled and they must be hiding here somewhere in the rocks. What do you know about it?
And who are you, Ferret?
We're from Lord von Berghoff, and we're looking for those murderers.
I know Lord von Bergo's people, and I ain't never seen
Eles vão matar a mulher, né?
Lord von Berghoff is reinforcing his garrison on account of them renegades that are wandering around here. We're new.
Oh, shouldn't all his people have waffen rocks and shields with his colors?
Você é bandido, cara. Você não é da guarda, não.
Stop annoying me with your endless fucking questions.
Vou lá.
I'm the one.
Vem.
Hey, what are you doing?
Ready to face your maker.
Cachorro não, meu filho. Cachorro não. Cachorro não. Vai levar machadada, porra. Eu matei a galinha, cara. Cadê o outro cara? Não, não vai fugir não, cara. Você vai chamar reforço.
Shit! I can't handle this.
Desgraçado. Comigo não, meu filho. Vou ver aqui. Cadê a casa da mulher, cara? Que eu vou ter some aqui, tanto mato que tem aqui. Pra lá, né? É, tá ali. Cara, o jogo, se o cara foge, o que acontece? Se não pegar ele, vai fugir e tal. Vai chegar, ele vai chamar a gente pra atacar aqui. Sabe que eu tô aqui. E no momento posterior, ele pode me reconhecer, se ele me ver de novo. Vai me dedurar por alguma coisa, entendeu? No jogo aqui, qualquer coisa que a pessoa te vem e marca o teu rosto, cara. Isso é legal. Dá um realismo a mais. Vou roubar tudo dos caras, mano. Até pente o cara tinha. Eu vou enterrar os caras. É bom sempre enterrar, gente. Não deixar vestígio. Isso é uma dica, tá? Aqui tem uma área que pode fazer uma cova rasa. Então por isso que eu tô indo aqui, ó. Estava outro corpo que eu enterrei. Antes, deixa eu só fazer uma coisa aqui. Só que eu não peguei, né? Eu não peguei comida ainda. Não, isso aqui não. Tem uma pera. 2 peras. Tá. Tô todo cagado de sangue de novo, cara. Tô tomando banho. Quer dizer... Nessa época aí banho era assim, né?
Fuck. This damn shoulder.
Tá doendo o ombro, né, meu filho? Verdade. Depois lendo o trabalho árduo. Um pouco de trabalho árduo. Vamos lá. Ele não corre levando o corpo. Aponta bem na frente. Beleza, finalmente. Estamos livres. Cara, eu matei uma galinha, não matei? Ele tava aqui, né? Será que o cachorro comeu a galinha? Ah, tinha um frango aqui morto. Aqui que tem pra pegar, ó. Bebidinha. 2 maçãs, tem um queijo ali. O queijo tá cara boa não, hein?
Well, seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here. Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Who do you think they were?
I don't know how much you heard, They came here saying they was from Lord von Burgo, and they was looking for two
tudo mentira,
bandits
cara.
that ambushed some knight yesterday. But for sure they wasn't von Burgo's people. They didn't even have his Waffenrocks. But they sure sounded keen to find you fellas.
Maybe they were from that band that followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Não, conta a verdade.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanush of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Burgov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond. And you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them.
Sure. No need for thanks. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds, and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy.
Sim, peguei
Have you
todos
got
eles.
everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy, but we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
Beleza.
All right, I'll try.
Vou fazer um remedinho. Eu não sei fazer.
But I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain everything. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Beleza. Ih, rapaz, tem outro andar aqui, eu nem sabia. Tá escuro aqui a beça.
Well done.
O Bizarro me levou
I got
liquidado.
rid of that corpse for you.
God
Jogo do Vasco, cara. Meus pêsames.
Thank you kindly. I'll sleep easier now. And when Ignatius the Gravedigger comes by, I'll get him to take care of the rest.
Tô sobrevivendo aqui, cara. Jogo de sobrevivência.
Prepared, there's an alchemy bench in the alcove. Go to it and we'll get started.
Aqui. Bancada de alquimia. Vamos aprender a usar isso.
First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction.
Mistura de camomila.
And remember what you have to do.
Vinho, 2 punhados de camomila e 1 punhado de sálvia. Caraca, aciona a camomila ferva por 1 turno. Moer a sálvia e adicionar no caldeirão. Ups. Cravo de defunto.
You must have read it by now, surely.
Esse aqui. Não, é tipo, isso aqui é planta, na verdade. Beleza.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left.
Falei que era realista o jogo, né?
According to the recipe.
Vinho, óleo. É vinho, né? Caraca, peraí. Antes de fazer merda, deixa eu ver se é vinho mesmo. É. Vinho, 2 punhados de camomila e 1 punhado de sal. Calma, minha senhora. Tô novo nisso aqui, tá?
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course.
Vinho.
Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling.
Ah, essa fumaça ali do folha ali, caraca. É muito detalhado o jogo, gente. É bem isso mesmo, de vingança.
Take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up.
Tirei.
Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand.
Cara, são 2 de camomila, né? Eu não quero fazer cagada. É, 2 punhados de camomila e 1 punhado de salve.
Have you really got everything ready? I only see 1 bag and you need 2. Why haven't you prepared them yet? All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass, so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See?
Virei ampulheta.
When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Tem que moer. É o pilão. Tá porra, hein? Isso que é realismo, gente. Porra.
Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Será que tá certo isso?
Here it is.
Deu certo?
Oh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon
Isso de
you've done
chinelo.
all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
When's the last time I ate something?
Sou uma pessoa limpinha. Vamos tomar um banho. Antes de ir pra cama. Pronto. Vem aqui. Apareceu aqui. Ah, é o Tigo.
That decoction will chase away the fever. You'll sleep better after, and that'll give you strength. There's not much more I can do now. It's up to you
Beleza.
and the Almighty.
Dando uma colherada de ensopado aqui, quentinho. Vamos pra cama dormir. Cinco da manhã. Vai ter pesadelo.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotten hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Essa é a filha dela, isso aí. Essa é a filha dela. Isso aí, com certeza.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend, that...
Caraca, 31 graus aqui no Rio, gente. 11h30 da noite.
He's
Tá
alive.
muito quente.
How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Melhor que ontem.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Ah, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Thanks, Pablina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Ah, tem bota aqui, eu não botei pra usar, cara. As bota não, tem. Não, tem bota aqui também. Calça e bota. Cara, tem um monte de ponto disponível, eu não botei nada até agora. É como tem coisa aqui, cara. Muita coisa. Pode de criação, pode criar machado, construir espada, montantes, montarias, cavalo, essas coisas. O jogo é bem detalhado. Pai esforçado. Mula de carga. É bom. Carisma, barulho. Pode vender ervas, trará tudo o dobro do preço. É isso aqui mesmo. Combate. Espadas. Golpe preciso. Fatiador de tendão. Fatiador de tendão, cara. Tô até nervoso só eu falar essa porra. Combos. Efeito, reputação. Agilidade, mãos hábeis. Peso, pena. Mão dominante, postura perfeita. Esse. Inventário, ok. Cara, mas esse joguinho sabe ser bonito, hein? Porra. E aí, Holmes? Tá, já. Eu joguei 3 drops só assistindo a própria live, cara. Caralho, caceta coça eu, é uma merda.
Finally up. Henry!
Ficou bom, hein?
Come and join us. Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am.
Tomar um cafezinho da manhã.
Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojana told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
I made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
Mercenários da Hungria.
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Resumir a história, não. Sir Hans foi atingido com uma flecha.
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who are poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans.
Velho olhou a
Saw
bunda
the
dele.
scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Obrigado por me trazer até aqui.
Yeah, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Geleoth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bajena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you.
Cara, tu nunca jogou RPG não, né, Holmes?
Healing arm.
Certeza, cara.
And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa.
Ainda mais de mundo aberto. É uma maçãzinha, tá, minha
If you ever
senhora?
find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though
Fazer tempero
I'm
aqui.
not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
A rabugento ali.
Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
But I understand. Next time I'll come straight home. So you're not on your
Eu quero ser sua companhia.
What about the rest of our company?
Não, os caras mataram todo
Who
mundo.
else have got away?
Isso do jogo.
You saw for yourself. They didn't
Esses
stand
dois só sobreviveram porque eles foram ver mulher pelada tomando
You're
banho.
right. We shouldn't just leave it at
Por isso que
that.
sobreviveram.
As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial.
Tudo de ceroula.
Find peace.
And when we get back to
Dois de ceroula.
we'll have a mass served for them.
Aquelas
You're right.
cueca lá do...
They were damned good lads.
antiga.
I'd known oats since childhood. Damn it.
Temos que tratar de vira-lata. É, o
What
cachorro
about
dele.
Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
Ah, não.
Save my skin.
É prioridade sim.
First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Só
Hold
que a gente
on.
não tem nem arma, cara.
Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my hizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
Eu vi.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies.
Mas ele tava lá mesmo, foi aquele cara que mandou tacar de flecha neles.
It was dark. God knows what you saw.
Tava com uma armadura grandona, tipo no cavalo.
Yes, we'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. You're still my protector, though. So you need a weapon right away. Here you go.
Esse cara tinha arma? Onde você conseguiu?
Where'd you get it?
I found it in the dung pile. Must have belonged to the fellow I brawled with that night we got here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Beleza. Deu até dinheiro pra ele. Beleza, ainda vamos nós. Agora que começa o jogo, gente. 2 horas tá de introdução. Pra tu ver o tamanho do jogo. O jogo é 100 horas de jogo, cara. Eu não dei pausa. Foram 2 horas e 20. Só de introdução. Abertura. Cara, o jogo tem um visual muito realista, gente. Eu achei mó da hora isso, cara. Capricharam legal. Lego tem aqui, ó, o castelo ali. Que visual, hein? Sério mesmo, gente. É de babar mesmo, de cair o queixo. Mais impressionante é o jogo rodar lisinho no PC, cara. Tudo no Ultra. Surreal. A otimização do jogo é fantástica. Eu acho que é um dos jogos mais bem otimizados que eu vi nos últimos anos, é esse aqui.
But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Achou que fosse fácil? Bate na porta aí, ou de casa.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord.
Fica um telefone antes, né?
Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa!
Tá vindo alguém aí. Ouço passos. Eita porra, merda, estrume.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses
Porra, esse capacete de panela aí tá feio pra cacete.
What's all this about?
Esse elmo de panela. Capa de elmo.
Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me!
Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
Deve estar com um cheirinho agradável, hein?
So now what?
Esse solzão cheio de merda na cara.
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
O quê?
Do you take me for, wench? For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Ih, rapaz, vai vir cuspido na comida, hein?
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Primeiro temos que nos lavar e nos trocar, óbvio, né?
First thing we have to do is get ourselves into shape.
Vocês lembram que no início do jogo apareceu ali que o vestimento interfere no jogo, tá? Você ficar bem vestido, as pessoas vão acreditar mais em você. Os caras são diferentes. Vamos ganhar dinheiro.
I'm not afraid of work. We're gonna know every groschen we get back.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
Por que ter vergonha? Foi emboscado.
We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Shut up. We'll sort it out somehow. Then everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas.
Os 4 morreram.
Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
Vamos voltar a
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenes. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin
é aquilo ali, cara?
When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it? What's that woman from the pond? Or the one
Cara, já soltou 4 drops aí no Twitch, gente. Tem mais um agora. Mais um item pro jogo.
I tell you. Wait until she can vouch for who we are. Oh, God.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
You're the one from that pond.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment. I heard
Health,
some
lads.
talk about your
That's the
captain.
most important thing.
Enjoy your...
What was that? Oh, my. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet.
My knees.
Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
like you wanted to touch the sun. Then lean forwards with your arms stretched out. Try to touch your toes. That must hurt, don't it? A bit. At least at first.
Oi.
But then you get all limber.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
Você foi atacado por bandidos.
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
We saved you. Me and my lord there. Surely you couldn't forget.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle.
Como não teve no lago?
I wasn't at
A irmã
any
gêmea, então? Isso aqui, ó. Tem ficha
And
pra
I have
usar?
no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Não deu certo.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Oh, shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding.
Casamento.
You'll be there.
Tem que me infiltrar no casamento.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Não tinha
Why
trabalho?
you standing here like a pillar
Ela
of
falou que tinha
salt?
trabalho pra fazer?
Are you
Eu queria
ready?
trabalho, que é o dinheiro. Quanto por quê?
What for?
To get to work, you pair ordered a lot more than you paid for. So you'll work your debt off, like I said.
Você não pode
Can't it
esperar?
wait? We've got coin, just not at the moment.
Oh, why? We'll pay you back when we see you again, which is never. Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a
O pai
sniff of
dela.
work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
Beleza. Tá bom, vamos fazer.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Rat-eye.
Rat-tie. Rat-tie. That rings a bell. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
What's the hold up? Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait for it to
Is this the only tavern here?
In Troskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your papa finally had a wash. Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. Then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here, and that's a big problem.
Von Berghoff está recrutando soldados.
Is von Berghoff recruiting men at arms?
No, von Berghoff ain't got nothing to do with that. They go of their own free will, they're up of ordinary work, so they try their luck elsewhere. It don't occur to them they might not come back. They just see easy earnings, then the old folks have to do their work in the fields.
Where can I find work around these parts?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me, so don't bother looking anywhere else yet. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask. Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then, but watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
I've heard things all right.
Well then, be careful.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bat-house wench.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. The main is his vassal.
Yes,
Who is this Semin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort and the village belong to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Onde vai ser o casamento?
The wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Posso o
Can I
casamento?
get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you, so you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
Where's the pantry?
Second door inside the tavern. You can't miss it.
Is that all you know about the wedding?
What else is there to know? I'm just looking forward to being a guest and having someone serve me for a change.
Beleza.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that.
Tá, pegar saco de farinha. Beleza. Cara, o jogo é muito bonito, gente. Cadê o cara? Oh, me ajuda aí, meu irmão.
Talk to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
O
Von
casamento.
Berghoff is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, a nobleman, is marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's the talk of the region. It's invitation only, of course. But maybe we could wangle our way in somehow.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Berghoff will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Mm-hmm. No.
Well, I don't exactly have a plan, actually.
God's hat, do I have to do all the thinking for us? I suppose we could stand at the side of the road and wait for von Berghoff to pass.
I'd say the wedding's a much better bet.
We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour
Ih,
from
dois
that
sacos
cart
ali na
to the
loja.
pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Tá, faço sozinho.
All right, I understand. I'll carry them by myself.
I'm glad you know your place.
Although, a couple of sacks wouldn't kill you, eh?
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Ganhei reputação.
Not so fast. It's God's
Beleza.
law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
I understand. I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks. Even your share.
Thank you.
Aprendi 2 lições ali agora.
I'll pay you back for your hard work.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not,
São
friend.
5 sacos.
I'll repay the favor.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Beleza.
Easy does it.
Cadê a carroça?
Deep breath. We'll talk about it.
You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sack.
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
I'll have a beer.
É aqui?
Aye, true enough. I need to pay the tithe and give something to the church for my father's requiem mass.
Escuridão aqui dentro.
Collect tithes before then. You're right, but I promised myself I wouldn't leave
God
it
bless
to the
you.
last moment.
Valeu.
Have you got any ideas?
Well, if
Levou
did
saco
it,
de
I wouldn't
farinha.
leave it till the last moment this year.
Taking their time again. A tankard of ale, thanks.
You ain't got no proof to back up what you say.
Incumbit probatio, qui licit non qui negat.
Is that supposed to be
I've never heard of those.
Vai dar um respawn ali, vocês viram, né?
Innkeeper, a beer!
No. And I doubt you do either.
The burden of proof is on the one who declares, not on the one who denies. I speak that.
Well, that's just it. Some noble was resting under it, not for shame, but because it was pissing down. All the more reason to leave it be, no?
What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Calma.
But calm down, both of you.
I am perfectly calm.
It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Caraca, vamos
There's
embora.
no point in this. Let's leave.
I'd do what your pal says if I were you. Get lost before something happens to you.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Porrada aí?
It was him.
Nice hit!
Pô.
Wir werden dich ausnehmen!
Nice hit.
Yeah!
You fight like an old hag!
Bastard!
Nice hit.
Corva, I'm wounded.
I hope he doesn't hurt anyone else.
Come on then.
Slice him up! Nice strike!
Porra.
Na los!
I'll rip your ass open.
Porra.
Hey, get him.
What do you want?
Já foi.
Show your stuff.
Let him have it!
You've no chance!
Aê.
Won't work on me. Yeah, don't spare him.
You're no match for us, fucker!
Pray, you
You'll
bastard!
never beat
Don't
me.
spare
You
him!
swine.
I hope he doesn't hurt anyone else.
Now you'll die.
Tá bom que o povo todo aqui na porrada. Eita, vou cair.
Take that, you shit! Fucking die already!
Porra.
That! Don't spare him! I told you he had to.
Ai, ferrou.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds.
Pô, mas derrubei 3, né? Foi bem. Caraca. Eita porra. Guilhotina isso aí? Não, né? Não. Aprender. Se fosse guilhotina, botou a mão aí, não é guilhotina não. Vai ficar preso mesmo.
This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak?
Tá, porra.
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve.
If you hadn't have played the hero,
We'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh, yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off! Shut up! Oh, you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
Foi o único de nós com juízo.
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
Quem começou a brigar?
What? Who started quarrelling with the locals? In their tavern? We should have made ourselves scarce. None of that would have happened.
Oh, aye. Typical you, running away like a coward. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Sabe muito, hein?
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Fazer as pazes.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I'll have to consider what to do next.
Como é que vão sair dali? Vai ver que é a mulher que vai tirar eles. Porra, de manhã.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Eu tava com o chapéu e sumiu o chapéu, vocês viram ali?
Isn't that Otto?
Hey! Open Bogo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Oh. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
E agora? Não tem mais nada. Nunca tinha pego de comida, arma, roupa. Perdeu tudo de novo? Segunda vez que perde tudo, gente. Que reputação. Você já sabe.
Suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you.
Nada.
You
Tô
stuck
com
up
uma
Lord of Perkstein.
ceroula.
It's about time. Come here. Do you
Você
have
quer?
anywhere to go? Somewhere to sleep?
Você quer comigo?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
De nada.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
É, mais ou menos.
Barely. Look at me. They just let me out of the pillory. Nobody wants anything to do with me. And I don't even know what hill that is over there.
Well, that there hill is Slatego. And you pull yourself together. Like Tomcat says, nothing's impossible. And bruises build character.
Como você se chama?
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
Por que tá me ajudando?
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Então você é uma andarilha.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
E onde você tá indo?
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
Pra qual cidade você vai?
You said you're going to a city. You mean like to Prague?
Praga?
Somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
Você quer fazer na cidade?
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Acho que ele pode me ensinar alguma coisa?
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Onde posso encontrar o gato?
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
I'm practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although that might not be a sore sign.
Safadinha.
Very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin, a monk's robe, or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
I'd like to look distinguished, like the proper right hand of a highborn lord.
After what you did here, I'd say your days as a right hand are over.
Still, I don't want to look like some yokel.
Without money, you can't deck yourself out in much finery. You'd certainly find something fancy in Bartoszek's workshop. And if anybody asks, you didn't hear it from me.
Reputação perdida?
Thanks, but I'd rather get my clothes honestly. I just got out of the pillory. I don't want to end up there again.
Well, I'm not pushing you. Just giving you a few useful tips. What you do with them is up to you.
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
Damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semin on foot.
Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still, it'll be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semin, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semin?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though, I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semin.
I really need something to wear.
I can see that. Save up for something or use those lockpicks. Either way, I can't help you anymore.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going
Dormir no
near that
feno,
tavern.
cara, pra acordar tudo se coçando, né?
Catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semin. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in. Oh well, it was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Pois é. Dá uma olhada por aí. Já tô quase terminando hoje, gente. Só dar mais geral aqui no lugar. Pra ver. Cara, o jogo é muito bonito, gente. O visual é extremamente realista.
At the mill? Yeah, the place by the Zheherovka stream.
What then?
Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again?
You could say that. They found a dead body stuck in the wheel on Sunday.
Acho que é naquela árvore ali. Só, cara, como é da hora o jogo. Parece uma foto, cara. Tiraram uma foto de verdade e botaram aqui. Cara, já falei até outras vezes, eu sempre achei essa engine aqui bem melhor do que a Unreal Engine, cara. Mesmo sendo a Unreal Engine 5, cara. Essa aqui é a Cry Engine, gente. É muito melhor, cara. É extremamente mais leve. É muito bonito. Tá botando um realismo impressionante no visual. E não precisa de rasgar de ponto, cara. Precisa nem de ray tracing, essas porra. Ray tracing, nada dessas porra. O jogo nem tem isso, cara. Pra ter uma ideia. Pra ter uma ideia, eu tô rodando no i5, gente. Com uma 1080 Ti, tá? De 8 anos atrás. Tá tudo no ultra de qualidade, rodando 80 frames, cara. Lisinho, não dá uma travada sequer. Nenhum lugar. Nem no combate, nem naquela confusão toda, nem no... Nada, nem em cidade grande. Nos povoados, nada. Não dá uma travada. Incrível isso aqui. Se todo jogo fosse assim, putz, cara, é uma maravilha. Porra.
Hey, did you forget your clothes somewhere?
Oi? Olha, ele falou comigo. Dá pra responder rápido. Agora que eu aprendi isso aqui, eu não sabia que tinha isso não. É o R1 e agradecer, ou responder rápido, uma coisa assim. É, né? Já era. Passei papel de mal educado agora. E lembrando que tudo no jogo interfere, tá, gente? Até como você falar com as pessoas interfere, tá? Ela inclusive guarda teu rosto. Se você... É aquela menina? Pior que é. Pedindo dinheiro.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Beleza. Eu tava falando, tudo interfere no jogo.
Cold woman. They look like angels on the outside. Gentle. Well,
Caramba, tô impressionado com o visual, gente. O que tá mais claro? Tem uma linha aqui, ó. Vou só falar. Aqui, tem uma linha, um corte aqui, ó. Aqui, tá vendo aqui? Ó. É textura aqui. Aí tem um corte bem no meio aqui, ó. Vou só falar. Tem um errinho aqui. Cara, eu tô pelado, cara. Eu tô com uma ceroula toda cagada. Só tem isso. Eu tenho que arrumar trabalho, pra arrumar dinheiro, arrumar lugar pra dormir.
What's that? I hope you're not following me.
Seguindo? Eu não. Tô só olhando o cenário. Foi aqui que teve a porradaria, né? Foi. Ah. A mulher que eu tava travando pra... Pô, te deu... Cadê? Botei 3 sacos de farinha na tua taverna aí.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I've stopped
Tá
being
bom.
angry.
Então sai fora. Vai falar sozinho. Fiquei preso aqui, ó, 2 dias. Essa porra aqui. Uns tomate podre aqui, maçã podre. Maçã comida, maçã verde podre. Tacaram aí na cabeça. Esse aqui é o ferreiro. Cara, é muito... As animações, tudo, cara. É muito detalhado, gente. É outro nível de jogo. Por isso que eu falei, cara. Ano passado eu acertei quando joguei o Astrobot. Falei que seria o GOT do ano. Depois de jogar... Só não joguei Balatro, tá? De que lançou. Que concorreram. Esse aqui já filme vai estar lá, vai estar entre os 5 melhores do ano. Para lançar um jogo que seja superior a esse aqui esse ano vai ser difícil. Pode até sair, entendeu? Mas por enquanto, cara, tem que estar bom em tudo. Gameplay tá impecável, qualidade, a performance, os detalhes do jogo, interatividades, animações, cara, tá tudo impecável. Não tem como dar uma... A única reclamação que eu tenho é rodar 30 frames a cutscene. Isso não muda. Se alguém souber como é que faz pra destravar isso, me avisa, porque eu não sei, cara. Porque o jogo roda 60. Aqui tá rodando 85 agora, né? Mas roda... Quer ver? Dá pra ativar o frame rate do jogo, tá? Pra as pessoas verem. Aqui. Outra vez em 60 o jogo, tá? Ali em cima. Ali em cima na esquerda. Tá lisinho. O jogo não tem queda, cara. Eu tô jogando na televisão, né? Na TV tava em 60, tá? Mas padrão, o jogo chegou a 85 no meu computador, rodando. Um monitor que chega a 144 Hz, o monitor, né? Então eu consigo ver frame maior. Então lá dá bate 85 frames. Com tudo no máximo de qualidade. E não tem negócio de ficar cenário mais pesado, mais leve. Tudo que eu vi até agora, não tem nenhum momento, nem aquele combate gigante lá e tenso no castelo, nem nisso ficar uma vez o frame, cara. É realmente impressionante. E usando o i5, cara. Não é PC top de linha não, gente. PC mediano, tá? Uma parte de vídeo de 8 anos atrás. Isso que eu falo, cara. Quando a produtora quer fazer um jogo bem feito graficamente, ela faz, cara. Se tá cagado, bugado, porque, cara, é incompetência. Hoje em dia é incompetência, não tem outra palavra, gente. A qualidade é de cair o queixo, cara. A variação de planta, de vegetação, cara. As pedras, tu vê que as pedras não se repetem, os motinhos de pedra. Aqui tem um monte de cascalho, tu vê que não se repete, cara. Tem caminho aqui, tá vendo? Aqui, ó. Parece que arrastou alguma coisa aqui, ó. Arrastou aqui. Até aqui. Que foi arrastado aqui, ó. Não tô nem uma textura que vai copy paste, você vai colando e copiando. Não é isso. Tudo é diferente, cara. É incrível isso aqui. Nível de textura. Só tá descascando aqui, ó. É esterco, né? É esterco isso aqui. Tá, tem até mosca aqui. Só, olha ali. Ah.
I've got a barrel of ale at home.
She
I'm
must
afraid
be
it will
well
go
over
bad on me
70 now,
soon.
isn't she?
E como o jogo é imersivo, vocês perceberam que o HUD do jogo não tem pontinho na tela onde a gente tem que ir, ou com quem pode falar, não. Tu fala com todo mundo, pode ouvir conversa de alguém, ali tem uma missão pra fazer, um trabalho. Você aceita ou não aceita, tanto faz, entendeu? Não tem um botão que tu aperta e parece no cenário um monte de negocinho, pontinho que mostra se você tem que ir ou tem que fazer. Que não tem isso não, a imersão aqui é total, cara. Vê que quase não tem HUD também. E não tem como tirar isso, tá? Botar mais coisa não, tá? Esse é o padrão do jogo. As sombras são bem feitas, detalhadas, cara. Coisa que é raro também no jogo, porque pesa demais as sombras. Todas as sombras são detalhadas. Bom, gente, eu vou indo nessa. 3 horas e 17. O joguinho vale muito a pena, tá? O preço que tá vendendo aí, eu sei que pra gente pode parecer caro, cara, mas porque ele oferece, cara. E tem mais de 100 horas de jogo, velho. Vale muito a pena. E vai ser um dos jogos do ano. E tá muito bem otimizado, tá? Pra quem tem dúvida, cara. Aí. Novamente, cara, eu tenho um i5 10ª geração, tá? O PC é mediano, cara. Placa de vídeo 1080 de 7 anos atrás. 8 anos atrás, pra ser mais exato. E rodando lisinho, tudo no máximo de qualidade, perfeito, cara. Chega a ser inacreditável. Então, gente, Matchpack é da hora. Pode comprar. Quem gostar de RPG, imersivo, mundo aberto. Vai passar a hora. Vale muito a pena. Só o mapa por região, né? Não é muito detalhado, assim, então, mas tem de acostumar também. Ah, minhas coisas tá... Ué, tá sem roupa, botei minhas coisas, tô comigo? Ué, não entendi nada. Se tá comigo, eu vou botar, pô. Eu realmente não entendi, cara. É que eu jogava que não tinha nada. Tava pelado. Eu tinha cueca. É tudo que eu tenho, tudo que eu tenho voltou, cara. Eu jurava realmente que eu não tinha nada. Eu tô com roupa. Porra.
My God! Where are your clothes?
É, tá comigo, minha filha. Tá vendo? Botei a roupa.
Sorry. Through a bit of a rough patch.
Vai reclamar de eu te seguindo ela, quer ver? Tem que fosse reclamar, vamos não.
Put some clothes on, you scoundrel.
Foi uma roupa, seu canalha.
To your health, my friends.
Olha aí. Música. Piada da casa. Todo mundo me olhando, cara. Cara, joguei muito da hora, gente. Vou jogar muito isso aqui. Bom, vou indo nessa. Valeu, gente. Até a próxima, eu tô de volta. Abraço, se cuidem. E é isso. Fui.